Die Hard Mission Monday update. This is Monday night, September the 16th, 2024. And as always, 6:30 p.m. here Central Time, we are live and giving you all the news, all the great things that are going on in the world of Project Die Hard. My name is Susan Roskoff. I am an ambassador here with Project Die Hard. And we have a lot of great things coming up tonight. And one thing I'm going to start out with is a video. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that up and give that the floor here for starters.
Which led to WSIL TV to do a story on us, which led to the Haven of Love Christian Daycare Center calling and saying, will you come tell us about your mission? I'll go anywhere and tell anybody about how God saved my life and this mission. Walked me through 20 acres, through a 10,000 square foot building and said, could you use this? I went, of course, but there's no way we can afford this. They go, good. We're donating. I have now lost more brothers and sisters to this demon suicide than multiple combat tours.
The fight against veteran suicides demands a united front. Let us honor the sacrifice of our veterans, not only in words, but in deeds. We can talk about this all day long. We're here talking about it right now. But it's the deeds that are going to prevail within this mission. Together, let us be a beacon of hope that guides our heroes out of the shadows and into the light of understanding and compassion.
This is a piece that was put together by, actually, I believe this is all through the Disability Channel and putting that all together for all of us to enjoy and to get that flavor of what we are talking about, what we are actually, this gives the nice laying of the land, quite literally, of what is coming up here this weekend. But I'm just going to leave that as a tease because I got to bring Brian in here. He's going to give us all the great updates of what is going on this week and what has happened this past week. So I would like to welcome our president and founder, Brian Gibson, to the room here to join us and share in what's all happening. Hey, Brian, how you doing tonight?
Oh, hanging in there. Oh, things are moving with the mission. Thank you, praise God, for all those prayers everybody's saying, all that support you guys are giving. I just can't say thank you and God bless enough. Yeah, that video from our resource partner, the Disability Channel. Did you just love how that was laid out and stuff? That was a great video.
It's a great video. I love it.
Hey, Terry, how you doing? That video was put together by a Canadian veteran. That program that taught him how to do that is coming to our facilities.
How exciting is that?
Again. But yes, we are here for the update. So let me see if I can break a computer. Oh, where am I going? Where am I going? Boom, boom. And then we got to turn that on. And then we go to the side. Okay. Like every week, I start it all off. Project Die Hard is a faith-based, scripture-led veteran nonprofit with complete financial transparency. Records are available on request. Working with the blessings we receive with the goal of 90% going for hope and only 10% going for needs. We're not even close yet. You can find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Remember, God will never leave the mission. The suffering of veterans will never be used to grow the mission. There's no drugs or alcohol allowed in the mission, and no leadership will ever receive a salary. All right, our praise report for this last week. The weather's looking suitable for all the outside work we got coming up this weekend. Veteran volunteer numbers are growing. We put out 30. As of 2 hours ago, we're up to 32.
Whew.
So, yeah, we're going to get a lot done. On that, this is our upcoming event. Remember, Operation Clean Sweep, September 19th through the 21st at Forward Operating Base Rush, 189 Haven of Love Drive, Muscanda, Illinois. Come and say thank you to the 1st Illinois Battalion of the United States Veteran Reserve Corps. They're bringing 32 veterans down from Chicago to Southern Illinois to spend some time in really getting some things done. We still need help. We need media to come and say thank you to these guys. Okay? Those are our local newsrooms. Freeze this picture, copy those emails, and blast them out this whole week. Tell them, hey, why haven't you responded to Die Hard saying you're going to go cover this event? They have the time. Media's time is set for the 20th at 10 a.m. That's media's time. We're going to be there to answer their questions in full transparency. The hours of operation, everyone was asking, here it is. On the 19th, 0900 to 1700, we're going to be prepping for them to arrive. They're supposed to be there around 5 p.m. On the 20th to 09, at 09 to 1700 is fob maintenance. From 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock is mess call. That means we break for lunch. The 21st, fob maintenance, 12 to 1300, mess call. Any help is a blessing. We ask that when you arrive, you let us know you're there. You fill out a volunteer app that covers everybody on the legal side. And when you take on a task, you see it to completion. You clean as you go. If you have a question, ask. And you work as a team. Pretty simple. Things we need to accomplish. We need to finish demo that back room, clean it up, and get it ready for the remodel. About 2 months ago, our sign blew out of the holder. So we need to get that bit put back up. We have a bunch of old mobile home trailers spread throughout the property. Okay? Don't ask me why they're there. I don't know. They were just there. But we need them scrapped out. Here's the deal, folks. We keep the main beams, the two main beams that run, because we got to build bridges. The rest of it, you haul off, you scrap, you get that money. See? Teamwork. Our pond. That pond is the bane of my existence.
Oh no. It's so pretty.
It leaks. It's overgrown. Everybody that says, "Oh, I'll come fix it," always flutters off. Look, folks. Look at that. That's, yeah. Some trees need to come down. We got some dead ones floating around. We need to get down before winter. I would like this one gone before winter. There's some dead branches up in there, and the roof's right there. You know? So, yeah. If you got a crew and you got the tools, come on. The more the merrier. All right. We're starting out. We're getting rolling. Tomorrow is PDH Connecting Tuesday. Look, folks, social media message to your veteran is good. I applaud you for it. A text message is better. A phone call is outstanding. But the best way to check your vet is face to face. Reach out. Go get a cup of coffee. Catch up on old times. But do not be afraid to ask the question, are you okay? If you don't ask, you'll never know the answer. And then you'll read somewhere where they lost the fight to the demon. So don't be afraid. How do you help? You have the time. Hashtag PDH Pray. Pray for veterans to find hope, protection, and resources for this mission. When you PDH share the mission grows, and we save resources. People say, "Why aren't you advertising? You gonna sponsor it?" If you volunteer, PDH volunteer, you're helping to grow God's kingdom and save veterans' lives. Don't have time for any of those listed above? PDH patron. We'll do the hard work. That monthly $22 a month will go a long way. Well,
There's
the update.
That's a lot. That was a lot jam-packed in there.
I don't waste people's time, you know that.
I do know that. This is a big week. There's so many things happening right now, like literally right now.
Yeah.
And well, and actually, speaking of things that are happening right now, we do have a great friend of the mission that is joining us tonight. I would love to bring her in and continue this conversation here with all these things that are happening. Like to hit a little bit more on what is coming here for the weekend. But before we get to all that, I do want to bring in the lovely Debbie Hayes. She has joined us in the past here. It's been a little while, but she is no stranger to Project Die Hard. Thank you so much for being here, Debbie. How you doing tonight? Oop, and I can't hear you. So you got to. There's a button. There we go. How you doing?
I'm doing really well.
Awesome. So glad you're here. Look, can you remind us all who you are, what you do, all those good things? I've known you for a while, and to know Debbie is to love Debbie. So go ahead.
Yeah. I do promote immune support for pets and humans through the use of a supplemental mushroom. And as I tell my networking groups, and have to tell Brian too, that if you want to get high, you have to go someplace else, Brian. So if somebody's taking our mushrooms or their pets are, you don't have to worry about that at Project Die Hard.
Yeah, this is all about the immune support. It is an amazing product. Our dog enjoys all sorts of goodies from there, and it's good.
Yeah. So I also do a podcast called At World of Pets Podcast on YouTube, and it's live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific, but then you can obviously go back and catch it other times.
Excellent.
Okay, we're going to make sure that we get that link put out to your YouTube.
Yeah.
Same thing on ours. Share our YouTube link because I know we're in the same boat. We get 1,000 subscribers. We do meet all these milestones, and YouTube will actually start to pay. I love that idea.
I love that idea. So
Yeah.
we'll see what we can do to help each other out on that, because the more we can get the word out of what we're all doing, the more we all grow.
Right. And I have been much better lately about reposting. Kurt's been putting up, I think it's Kurt. He said he was doing quite a few Project Die Hard posts. So if I'm on Facebook or LinkedIn, I will try to share one or two of those a day.
Well, I know from the bottom of my heart, Debbie, I have to say thank you and God bless for all you're doing for this mission. Okay. I know you donate, and I don't want to know how much because my team understands I don't want to know how much somebody gives. Okay. I know you do because I see your name run across a couple reports. Okay.
You're on the list.
And I'm trying to build my team, to send out those thank you cards and all that other stuff. Yeah, folks, we want to do this, but Sue works full time at a university. How many meetings did I have today, Sue? What, 7, I think?
A lot.
That is
One of that many fingers.
And on top of that, I'm still working that veteran issue I told you about earlier today. We're one step closer to getting that veteran taken care of.
Excellent.
Again, this is teamwork. If we can't do it, we know people. But we're the first. If you come to us, we're going to check you out first before I throw you out to my networks. Because when I call these guys and I say I have a veteran who needs help, they don't question it. They get right on the ball because they know that if you're a veteran and you come through Project Die Hard, you are vetted. You are checked out.
One of the things I love about this organization, there is principle behind all this. There is, like you say, they know the people have come through. It's been vetted. It's not so. It has substance there. I mean, it's not just something like you're just throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks. It's no, if there's something happening with the organization here, it's worth your time to take a look. It is worth the effort of being involved, of doing whatever the thing is for whatever, that goes in so many different directions, right? So it means a lot.
Again, Debbie, you're here tonight. You wouldn't be on this screen if you didn't meet criteria. Look, we get a lot of emails from people. Oh, have me on your podcast. Okay, fill this out. No, you're not going to be on our podcast. What do you mean? I'm a veteran-owned business that sells marijuana. No, you're not on our podcast. Yeah,
That does make sense to me.
it does. Actually, church yesterday, Pastor Brad, the Woodlawn Church, good friend, we have coffee on Monday mornings, right? And when I told him about the meetings I had last week, and I got to reiterate, folks, we will never charge anybody to hear God's word. Just won't do it. I won't call them out here publicly because that's not the Christian in me. But I'm just going to say, in the kingdom, if you want to charge Project Die Hard money to come speak about God, no. Don't even bother asking. If you want to come talk about God and how great he is, we'll pass a hat for you. I mean, yeah.
So, well, now, Debbie, I should ask. I know you've been familiar with Project Die Hard for a while now. So, what is it about what this mission is and what we're all doing here? What is it that you have found attractive to put your time and resource towards?
Just the fact that it's supporting the veterans, as Brian said, it's designed to help the veterans stay on the straight and narrow, so to speak, which is can be a big issue. So I like that. I like the fact that there's going to be a more extensive facility than there is now, that can actually provide housing and provide activities and counseling, etc.
Excellent. So, well, and I do see.
I thought it was my good looks, but I know I'm ugly.
Well, I didn't want to bring that up, Brian.
All right.
So that it is.
Bring in the jokester.
I say, speaking of good looks, here we got to go to my hubby. He's joined the room here, so let me go ahead and get him in the conversation here. So, Kurt, welcome to the show. How you doing tonight?
Doing good. You got me thinking of our friend Barry Shore, the ambassador of joy, when he gets on telephone conference calls and he addresses a bunch of people he can't see because it's a telephone conference call, voice only, and he's like, hey, it's great being with all these good-looking people, and hey, I know you're good-looking because when you're always looking for the good, you're good-looking. so here we are. So we are looking for the good here at Project Die Hard.
We are only looking for the best. That's best. The key. The key to community support is we only take the best. Okay, that more than one time have I heard, well, if I support your organization, I got to support them all. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because you bring your support to our mission, then I don't have to go anywhere else. You've been vetted. You're going to be the person we deal with. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple.
I like simple and straightforward, and that is both. Like I said, people know what they get when they come here. They understand. They know what they're getting, and that's why, to me, that's why this is something that is a very attractive piece to come to. So, and that's where this. Okay, so this Saturday, you said you have that they're at 32 veterans who are coming from Chicago, from the Chicago area, to come on down and help out at Fob Rush down in Makanda, Illinois. So I'm just throwing this out there right now, which you already covered this, but if you, anyone listening to this, if you would like to come and join that effort, please do join, go there, go to Makanda, Illinois, grab a hammer, grab the, whatever it is, whatever your skill set is, go and have some fun with the group and make a difference. You know how much I'm excited to see what all gets done in the matter of a weekend.
Hey, check this out. You mentioned the hammer. You just scared away a lot of people. Look, folks. How about taking water to the veterans that are cutting up trailers or cutting down trees?
Can help on there's so many different ways.
Supporting those veterans.
That's perfect.
You're supporting the mission overall, but you're supporting the veterans who have given so much, and yet they're still giving back to their brothers and sisters by helping move this mission forward.
And you're nailing it exactly, because I know when I'm thinking about if I was there, what would I be doing? And I'm thinking, well, I'm going to grab a hammer, I'm grabbing a chainsaw. Those are my pieces where I would naturally go. But you're right. That's me. That doesn't mean that that's what the next person's going to want to do. Somebody else is going to lunch.
I heard Kurt is really good at delivering water.
He puts it on a tray and does it fancy like it. So yeah, that there's room for anyone and everyone who would like to come, even if it's standing around to be moral support for those that are working and saying thank you for coming and making a difference. Really, the more eyeballs that see the location, the more you will understand what's happening and can feel being a part of this organization. So please come on down and spend some time.
Come on, folks. We're talking. How about you other two?
I can't. Weekend is a little bit far for me, but sometime I would like to.
Again, our facilities are open to anybody who helps the mission to come see. God gave us 20 acres and a 10,000 square foot building in Makanda, Illinois. I'll be honest, when they said come up and tell me about your mission, I had to Google Makanda, Illinois. Okay?
You've gotten familiar with it in a hurry, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I know all the back roads now. But that's the whole thing. I get questioned all the time. Why should I support your mission when your facility is in blah? Well, veterans, we can say, I do solemnly swear to defend Illinois, Kentucky, Wisconsin, Michigan. No, we defended the nation. And if a veteran needs to come to one of our facilities, we'll get them there. Last week's show, Tactical Traveler has joined the mission. Okay, folks, there's things in the works that a veteran could be sitting out in Seattle, Washington, going, I'm ready to commit the time and the effort to get well. How do I get to Makanda, Illinois? I think we might be able to do something there. That's the easy part of the whole mission. That's the easy part. Everybody goes, that's easy? Oh, yeah.
It's logistics.
If I can take 3,000 people to the Middle East and bring them back, I can move one person across the country pretty easy.
I love it.
How far, just for my curiosity, how far is the Illinois location from Paducah?
I can make it in 38 minutes,
Okay.
but I know the back roads now.
Okay.
Tried them all out. You know the best route now.
I know all the little shortcuts that cut off this and that and this. If you take the way the GPS wants to take you, it's going to take you about 48 minutes.
Ooh.
Oh boy, a wasted 10 minutes. Huh?
10 minutes is 10 minutes. It's a guide thing. Kurt can relate to that on long trips, right? You have to beat the GPS clock.
I can relate also.
Yeah, you've got to beat the GPS clock.
Well, my brother's doing a cross-country trip. I won't go into the details of where all he's stopping, but last week he said, yes, tonight I'm staying in Paducah, Kentucky.
Wow.
Oh, I know a little bit about Paducah. The IHOP has a breakfast once a month.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, let's remind everybody when and where to go for that breakfast that she's referring to.
Okay, the first Wednesday of the month. And Debbie, this is where part of your financial contribution goes to, is our outreach program, the Fellowship Breakfast. This is a time for veterans to come together, fellowship, so get mutual support, and a free meal. Okay? That's part of our mission, giving them hope. I swear there's a couple veterans in there that if we didn't do that, they probably wouldn't be around.
So when the facility in Illinois is totally up and running, you'll still be doing the breakfast in Paducah.
Oh, yeah.
Way to attract new people to the program. Is that?
Well, we invite anybody to come break bread with heroes.
Okay.
Right? But that's an outreach program. Our whole, if you want to, yeah, we get the whole mission, but if you want to bust it down, our job is to give veterans a safe, secure place to get help. Yes, the facility in Illinois is our first one, and that's going to do a lot. But as we work within our resources, this fellowship breakfast is an offshoot of what File Brush will be. Okay? It gives veterans a safe, secure place to come once a month. I wish it was more, but that's why we need everybody to share the mission. That's why we need people to say, look, when you give Project Die Hard, when you become a patron, that's where it goes. It doesn't go to stupid stuff. I roll back to the adage, well, do I get a free t-shirt? No. because there's no such thing as a free t-shirt.
Yep.
If somebody out there can explain to me how we can give a free t-shirt, put it in the comments. I would love to know, but I know somebody is paying for that t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that of the four of us on the screen here, Brian, you're the only one who's actually been at Fob Rush at this point. I know there's the pond. I know there's some woods. I know there's a building. Describe a bit more of what's all there. And I'm curious, of the entire 20 acres, what's your favorite part? Where is there a place there that you really, really connect with or like, or might be the office, might be the back of the woods. I don't know. I'm just kind of curious. Do you have a particular anything there that is meaningful to you?
When I'm at the fob, what I like to do is get my morning coffee, walk down to the pavilion overlooking the pond, and that's my quiet time. That's my time with my father. Just like as I told you guys this morning, I set aside an hour every day to spend with my father. So yeah, the pond, and that's why I say it's the bane of my existence.
It needs a little help.
Well, the willow trees I cut down 2 years ago, they all grew back. So yeah, there's a lot that needs to be done on the property. Trails need cleared. Those mobile home trailers need broke down because they're in the middle of a trail. That they stuck them right, the easy place to stick them, but then they just left them there. Okay. Oh, hook up and pull them out, dude. They've been in the woods for like 20 years. The tires don't. Yeah.
They're stuck. They're not going anywhere.
There's trees growing through them. We're just not hooking up and pulling them out. We need to cut them up in place.
And that's part of what the hope is this weekend, you said too, just to tackle that piece. And so, okay, when I arrive, give me a picture of what it's like, kind of a mental picture. When you get there, you walk in, when I walk in the building, where am I?
You are standing in a place where the ceiling is maybe 5.5 feet tall. Okay, it used to be a Christian daycare. But when you walk in the door, that goes down into the main hall. To your left would be the kitchen. Go down the main hall. The first room on your right is like the eating room. Keep going down. Then we have the day room. And yeah, it's when you show up, you say, "Hey, I'm here to help." Somebody's going to ask, "Well, what do you want to do? What can you do?" And we're going to have a big whiteboard. That's why I'm going up tomorrow to fill out the whiteboard of this is what we would like to have done this weekend.
Kind of a punch list of all the different possibilities of what can happen. And I know you had a picture of a large room. What is that room going to end up looking like when it's all done?
That room will house 6 single veterans for up to a year.
So those will be, is that going to be small individual rooms then?
3 individual rooms in there.
Gotcha.
That will house 2 veterans per room. Everybody goes, "Well, why 2?" Because nobody fights alone.
There you go.
So will that be the only residential facility in the main? Because there's other buildings I know that are going to be constructed
Yeah.
outside of the main building.
The other buildings that are going to be built is going to be the resource center. That's where any veteran, anytime, can come and get help, right? Other buildings to be built are going to be training centers where a veteran can come learn a new skill. Okay. We are building a retreat center that will be able to provide 24 to 36 beds for a weekend. So if somebody wants to do an event and they need a place for veterans to come and, come use it,
Okay.
I've had people walk that building and say, oh, we can stick 30, 40 veterans in here. And I went, okay, why would we do that? And it all rolls down to money. How much money they can make off a veteran.
Totally takes a twist on the whole concept here, doesn't it? That's not what that's not what's being proposed here at all.
Not the mission. The mission is to give them up to a year where they don't got to pay an electric bill, a water bill, a food bill, whatever, right?
Yeah.
To teach them, I wouldn't say teach, I want to say give them a hand up, not a hand out. Yeah, everybody goes, why a year? Because you can't fix anything in 90 days.
Right.
Yeah, believe it or not, Debbie, I got a great team behind me and we know what we're doing.
We're lucky to have a great leader ahead of us here who has been through a lot of hoops and wears a lot of hats and is always looking out for the best, in the best interest of the mission.
Of the veterans. That's the whole thing. It's, look, folks, I get enough emails. You need to do this. You need to do that. Okay. Why? I'm going to ask, why do we need to do it that way? Because that's how everybody does it. And we're at what? Last Wednesday, 47 a day? How's that working out for you guys? The way you're doing it, how's that working out?
It's not.
I'm sorry, but I'm not saying we got all the answers. But I'm saying something different has to be done.
Yeah, 47, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's, I mean, okay, break it down. That's 24 hours in a day. That's what? Every 30 minutes. We're losing another vet.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do something about that. That's what this is about, doing something.
Yeah.
Well, in that video you saw, Senator Fowler even said, we're done talking. You can talk all day about veteran suicide. I can pull up charts and graphs and why? We're done talking. Do something. Do something. Folks, Debbie does everything she can. And I say thank you and God bless for it. But I got to physically ask, how come Debbie has to do it all? Why does Debbie have to do it? Why don't you help Debbie help us? Buy her products. support her. Then in turn, she can support us. You see how that works?
Pretty straightforward. And actually, you say that, I'm going to go ahead and ask Debbie, please tell us what your website is.
HTTP : let's see, what is it? //debspets.com.
debspets.com. I'm putting that right in the chat there so it goes out to all the places.
There you go. There you go. It's in the chat. It's now out in our networks. Okay, folks? Look, go there. Support her. You're supporting a very good woman doing great things. And I'm not just saying that because of she donates to us. She's proven she has a heart for veterans. She does what she can. So yes, I'm going to say support her.
Thank you, Brian.
Again, that's what people can't understand.
It truly is all the teamwork.
Let them in.
Somebody that we all have known and loved for a long time here with Project Die Hard. We are proud to say we are Santa approved here. So we see, come on in, Santa Papa John, joining the conversation. How you doing today, Santa?
Wonderful. I would have been on here earlier, but my brother decided to call, and we had to have a chit chat. And it's been a month or so since we've been able, because of his schedule and my schedule. So, it happens. So, how's everybody doing?
Family.
Yeah,
family is family.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Lights are going funky on my hat here today. What's going on, folks? Everybody have an awesome weekend.
Oh, yes. We have a great one coming up. This is the weekend. Right now, we've got it set at 32 veterans that have committed to come down and help at Fob Rush, to help with all the things going on the grounds there, to work hands-on, make a difference at that location. So help spread the word, Santa.
Huge. Yeah, I was
huge.
talking to Kurt about that earlier. I'm going to try and whip up a video tonight and get it to him by tomorrow. If everything plays out, I should be able to do that. So sounds like an exciting development day, and another big step forward in the ultimate plans for Fab Rush for sure.
Oh yeah, this is it, Santa. This is well, we got a lot of big things happening in this area, right? And everybody was like, why did you pick that weekend? I didn't. Get this straight, folks. The fellowship breakfast, I can control. That's the first Wednesday of the month, because that's a die-hard event. Okay? Fill the Can Challenge, I can control that, because that's a die-hard event. Hope Stock is a die-hard event. I can control that date. But when people say, I'm going to bring 30, we'll just start with the first number. I'm going to bring 30 veterans down for these 3 days to help at the property. I'm bringing them on these days. Got it.
Yep. We'll make sure there's food there and water there, and a couple bunks for them to sleep on, and we'll do what we can to get it done. And thank you.
Again, that's all I say. But yet I get naysayers. Well, why did you pick that weekend? I don't.
The weekend picked itself.
Yeah. Because I'm sure they had a few discussions before saying, hey, what weekend is everybody available to do something like this? And when they all say okay, then they say to you, well, you better be okay.
It's not better be okay. It's not. No, it's look. If you got a big group like that willing to come to Fob Rush, Tell me the days you're coming.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm going up tomorrow. Just get ready for these guys. My calendar is blank out.
And how far from your place?
38 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
No. Hop, skip, and a jump. You could even do it on the 10-speed if you could remember how to ride one.
No. I got a 3500 dually. New. Just
Oh,
like
come on.
no, Santa, just like I tell everybody, if you see me running, shoot the guy behind me.
Yeah, but this is on a bicycle. This is different. This is supposed to be good for you.
Nah.
Well, actually, I was thinking back with this coming weekend. I believe you said you had some things that were also donated for the weekend as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look. All the food for these 30 veterans was donated.
Wow.
That's huge.
Great.
Okay. The dumpsters were donated.
Yay.
Wow.
How many are you going to fill up?
As many as I can.
Challenge is on. I want to see it.
We need pictures, otherwise it didn't happen.
I'll do my best, but hence more Project Die Hard volunteers.
Yes. There's got to be somebody nearby who's got their phone and they love taking pictures. Come on out. Document what's going on. That would be amazing to have somebody do that.
Yeah, that would be great. Because I'm going to be rolling around making sure the veterans that are doing these tasks are okay. That's the medic in me, making sure they don't need anything. You know, that's my job.
And enough liquids, because I don't know about your temperature, but even in Minnesota and Wisconsin, it's supposed to be hot right through till this weekend. And I'm talking mid 80s, which is unusual warm for this area of the country to be that warm.
Okay. It's going to be like 82 this weekend. We wear long sleeves at that temperature.
That way you don't have to fight off the mosquitoes.
No. Our normal for this time of year runs around 95.
Oh,
He's one of those.
keep it. No, thank you. No.
He's a winter coat at 60 kind of area. Is that what I'm
Oh,
hearing?
the time I was walking down the Vegas Strip when they thought the world was ending, and I'm in my short sleeve shirt and pair of shorts, and they're going, "The world is ending. It's 68 degrees. The world's ending." Yes, I understand the concept.
There's still an organization that every year, and I got the email. I love them to death, but I'm not going to go spend a week sitting in a shed on a frozen lake. Not going to happen.
Hey, there's bonding that takes place at those events.
I have a story.
I did 26 years in the Army. They stuffed 10 of us in a GP small tent. I've had enough male bonding.
You get a pass. It's all good.
Yeah. I'm good.
I had gone up to a big resort north of Brainerd here in January, and everything was frozen and cold, and there was some good old boys from Texas, and they had, partaked in a few beverages. But the gist of the conversation was, how did they get the grass to grow that smooth so that those snowmobiles could race across that grass like that? And I turned around and says, "What are you talking about?" And he says, "Well, that grass out there, it's over a mile long and it's so smooth and there's no bumps. How do you do that?" I said, "It's ice." He says, "What do you mean?" I said, "That's a lake." He says, "Where you put a boat in?" I said, yeah, where you put a boat in. This is
In the summer.
In the
in the
summer.
summer, yes. I said, this in the winter, this is what happens. It freezes like the ice in your drinks. No, that's grass out there. You can't do that. That's not. I said, what's all that white stuff up there? I had to walk away because I was
Again.
just about, proverbial leaking myself because I was laughing so hard.
Again, brother, look, I made it to Kentucky because when I was at my previous duty station before here, and my detailer called, they were either going to send me to North Dakota, Wisconsin, or Kentucky. I said Kentucky. They went, why? I said, because there's 12 feet of snow outside my door.
You were
I'm
cured.
done with snow.
Ah,
5
Sure.
years at Fort Drum, New York. Look it up, folks.
I can send you some if
Yep.
you really miss it.
You come
Well,
visit us.
oh, look, I'll come up anytime you guys want me. Except,
From May till September. That's it.
that's about it.
Well, then we got to get you on water skis if you're coming up in the summertime. There's the trade-off.
I grew up water skiing on Lake Washington.
Well, there you go.
I'll water
That'd
ski
be
when you bring it. I'll water ski when they bring that down to the big lake that's 4 miles from the fob.
Yes. We got to make that happen.
I'm just saying.
Uh-huh.
And John
Both
said he'll
road
ski with you. Right, John?
Say what?
You'll ski
No,
with Brian when we get that going, right?
I will stand on the edge with my phone taking pictures, and that will be my participation. I might, if you really need me to help, I can drive the boat.
There you go. We'll have you in
But-
Santa's sleigh.
There you go. But me on skis being held by a rope, no, that sorry, that time is long since passed.
Yeah.
That's what the
Oh.
sit ski is for. We could have you sitting out there and I have a picture in my head right now. A couple of elves skiing next to you. You're in the sit ski. It's all. We
Yeah,
can
we'll
make this
dress it
happen.
up
No.
as Santa.
Not happening.
See, look, folks.
And if we get Brian in the boat being the spotter, he'll go, pull. They're still standing. Pull.
Oh yeah, look. You say you have a sit ski? That's probably the one I'm going to be on. Because remember, I do have 10 pounds of titanium holding my spine together. There are certain things that I just don't do anymore.
Fair.
Like jumping out of airplanes. I can't do that much anymore. Used to bungee jump. Well,
Anymore. So how many times did you jump out of an airplane?
I lost count.
Oh, you're okay. Dang.
What?
It's a perfectly good airplane. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but when the captain says jump, you don't hesitate.
Well, no.
He
Here's
intends
For
to.
fun or for work?
It was called the Army, and we jump in so the big plane doesn't get shot up trying to land.
Mm-hmm.
I'm,
How it works.
me compared to the multi-million-dollar airplane. Yeah. That cost analysis the government uses.
Yeah,
Well, and we are coming up at the top. Well, actually, I should say at the bottom of the hour here, but I do want to just take this quick moment and give everybody a chance to share a last thought here and a message of hope for our veterans. And Kurt, I'm sorry we haven't given you the mic very much tonight. Usually, I like to hand it over to you a bit more than this.
Whoa, 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 Kurt,
To
you gotta
defeat
fight
the
your
mouse
way in
first
here.
so we could have a conversation without.
Yeah, you gotta fight your way into these conversations, man.
But Brian, she's not allowing him to feed the mouse, so he only gets half a conversation when you give him a chance anyway.
Yeah.
Well, Kurt, come on in. It's your turn.
All right, thank you. So contrary to this idea of fighting to get on conversation, I guess the hope here is that we are here to have a conversation. I can offer my phone number, 262-372-1754. Call and text me anytime, 24/7. Would love to be able to engage and respond to anything you got. Happy to listen. And so that's what it's about. We keep saying here, teamwork makes the dream work. We're 5 people on the screen, and we all take a little different role. And we've got the event coming up this weekend. We're talking about all of the possibilities for on-site, but if getting on site is not a possibility, Brian and this crew will be the only one on site, but there's 4 of us rallying around what's going on Friday, and we can do the social media thing and really give a lot of kudos and accomplishment out there. So this is really showing the importance we give to being available to you out there, and to help push for another day, and one day at a time, and just keep pushing that next duration longer, and only be concerned with that amount of time that you can handle. And then when you get to that next interval, just reboot and go that next little bit. So that's what we're here to do, folks, to help you go that next little bit. Back to you, Susan.
Excellent. Thanks, Kurt. So, Debbie, I'm going to give it over to you next. And first, I just want to say thank you so much for being here tonight. Always wonderful to have you here. Thank you for what you're doing for the mission. So, what message of hope do you have for our veterans tonight?
Just that we can get the facility up and running to the point that we can make a good showing for the maximum amount of people that need it.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Debbie. Santa Papa John, I'm passing it to you next. Message of hope for our veterans.
Absolutely. Hi, Deb. Didn't say hi earlier on, but hi, Deb. Veterans. There's a lot of people that do care about you out there. So don't ever think that you're not cared for. Don't ever think that you are a waste of anything, because these 5, at least I know these 5, plus I know there's many more out there that do love you, do appreciate you, and will listen to you when you are in a bad situation. We all have bad situations every now and then. Never give up. Never give up hope. Always put one foot in front of you and reach out and talk to someone, because there's a lot of people that will help you, will point you in the right direction to get you the help you need, because there's a lot of people out there that care. So
Awesome.
There you go, Sue.
Thank you so much, Santa Papa John. Always glad to have you here, and thrilled to have a great thing here where we are Santa approved. So much appreciated. So Brian, over to you.
All right, folks. I got a caveat on Santa. Yeah, you have bad days. And yes, we will listen. But you know what? We'll also listen when your child goes to kindergarten or learns to ride a bike, and it's a proud moment. We'll listen there too. Okay? This is it. It's don't give up. Keep pushing through. Every day you wake up is a new day. Don't quit. Remember tomorrow. Connecting Tuesday. Reach out. Check your battle buddies. I know politically you can't say that anymore, but they don't give a flip. Okay? Check them. You served with them. You know their ins and outs. You know their dreams. I don't know about you, but the guy I've shared foxholes with, we got to know pretty much intimate about sisters and mothers and dads and bicycles, favorite car, favorite food. Look, you know them. When's the last time you talked to them? Reach out, connect.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Brian. So this has been a great time. I appreciate you guys so much. We are here every Monday night at 6:30 p.m. and we are sharing all the great things going on at Project Die Hard, giving the updates, keeping everyone in tune to what is happening. And that includes all those who gather around and are looking to do something to make that difference, whether it is to pray for the mission, to share the mission, to volunteer for the mission, or to donate for this mission. All the things help. Every piece, whatever it may be, wherever you are right now, whatever you're able to do to do something. We are all called to do something. What is it for you today? What your answer is today may be different tomorrow and the day after. Where are you right now? Prayerfully consider where you are and what you can do. Thank you all for what you do here for this mission. Again, this is Project Die Hard Mission Monday update. And for all of us here,